Hi everyone, Claudia here. Today I want to talk about fear. What is fear? How is it limiting you? And what can you do to move beyond its influence? Alright, fear is an emotion that you experience when your brain is seeking to protect you. It's protecting you from anything that will cause you physical harm or psychological harm, anything that will cause you emotional pain. When your brain is protecting you, it rushes stress hormones through all your body, getting you ready to fight or flight. For instance, think about a moment when you felt that you were physically trapped. In that moment, I'm sure you experienced that your heart was beating faster, you were sweating, your muscles tense, and you were ready to react to what you thought is going to cause you physical harm. In the same way, it does this with psychological threats. And a psychological threat can be doing a presentation, having an interview. And if you stop and think for a moment when you had those experiences, I'm sure that you felt something similar. You were sweating, your heart was beating faster, you were breathing quicker as well. And that's how your brain was protecting you of the psychological threat that it was observing. Okay, so then now that you know what fear is and how it manifests in your body, is how it's limiting you. So fear is limiting you because when you are experiencing it, you are only focusing on the threat. You are not being creative. You are not being more productive. You are not seeing different possibilities. And you continue then living from your same perspective, from your conditioned way of thinking, and that is not allowing you to see beyond what you know and move ahead with your life. The other part is that fear is stopping you to go ahead and to follow your heart desires, to apply for that job, to go after a project, to move the country, and that is stopping you by giving you doubt, to creating random thoughts in your mind and making you ruminate and seeing all the worst case in a scenario. The other part of fear is limiting you. It's not allowing you to really have great enjoyment of your life, because fear is making you feel not unpleasant emotions. It's making you feel anxiety, worry, frustration, and those ones are not allowing you to really enjoy life and feel joy and purpose and yeah and love. So that's how it happens. But now how you can move beyond fear. So the first thing that you need to know is that fear is created in your mind. It's a product of your brain seeking to protect you, for protecting you from anything that will cause you psychological harm. So with that awareness, if for example you are seeking to to talk to your manager for a project that you want to take, and you feel like you are scared about it, just realize that it's created in your mind. And with that awareness, you can talk your mind consciously through the process and not allowing fear to stop you. The other thing that you can do is when you start feeling unpleasant emotions, when you start feeling anxiety, worried, or frustration, get curious, understand, okay, what am I fearful about? What is that thing that is making me feel in this way? Because when you start feeling those emotions, you will realize that you're protecting yourself from something. Maybe you're protecting yourself from shame, from embarrassment, or anything that will cause you emotional pain. So then when you realize that, look at that thing, understand it with a curious mind. So in that way you can then address it, and you are now allowing fear to impact your well-being, because that as well is impacting your mental and physical health with all the stress hormones that fear releases throughout your body. All right. So with that note, those are the two things that you can do to move beyond fear. And I invite you to not allow fear to rule your life, to direct you. You have the power to consciously direct your mind and go after the things that you desire. You have the power to truly live life with happiness and joy and love. It's all about you being aware of your emotional well-being. It's about you being more in tune within you so that you can start consciously managing and directing your life. because fear is going to direct your life if you are not aware of it. All right. So if you have any questions, please send me a note, comment below, and yeah, and I'm here to support you and to help you so that fear is not limiting you in any way. All right. So with that note, I wish you a happy day and bye for now.